Hello everybody, this is Market Michael here. Now, I wanted to come in, with a report right now, basically identifying the status of the markets. It is April 16th. We are looking at the indices on different time frames, baby please. So, let's get right into it. I want to look at a daily to show you guys the creep that's been happening. And now I just want to talk about the CCI. The CCI, I said I tried a different setup I had going, but it didn't really work out the way I had planned. So I'm still going to be updating stuff. Still, this is a work in progress. But right now, we're seeing this run up on the daily. But right now there's a turning point, a change. You could kind of see it on an hour chart. You could definitely see it on these 30 minutes. Look at how we are subsiding. Now, this is, again, the pattern. We gain and then we lose it at the end of the day, and we kind of go negative into the close. Not negative, but we have this negative momentum into the close, and then the market's saved because the selling can't happen after hours, and the worst is through, and markets continue to rise again. So we look at this hour chart, and basically what we're looking at is this increase in the MACD. But notice the CCI is topped off in that hour chart. Now you can clearly see the CCI coming down. RSI is kind of floating up. Looks like we're popping up here, but I don't know. We can't necessarily say for sure. This hour chart says there's more in the tank, but this 30-minute says the gas is diminishing. So we're going to have to see. Maybe these markets want to go up another leg. I don't know, but I don't see them going up so high so quickly. And with this consistency up, we're going to have a decrease in strength going down. So let's get everything on these 30 minutes. I should have held the position I was in earlier because it ended up rallying a good 30 cents. So that would have made me some money. But unfortunately, it just held support. So, you know, once it got to the lows, after it broke that resistance, support rather, that trend line support, then it just really held and just slowly trended up. So I should have not sold out. But that's okay. I'm okay with the $50 loss, but it's just upsetting to see stuff go the other way. Now, back to the markets. What we got going on here, this 30-minute chart, we are coming back down. I think anyone can tell you this. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to see this. What's going on more locally? 5-minute, let's say. 5-minute, it says we are looking to come up, but we're gonna have to see because we are just kind of failing this right here. So this all can go either way. What's more likely is to fail it, go down, set this 30-minute chart straight, come down, do a nice reset, right, guys? Do a nice reset, and then tomorrow a gentle move higher. Keep gently going up to the point where it can no longer go anymore. And then at that point, we'll have inched past that 50-day moving average. I want to go ahead and pull up stock charts for you guys to show you guys the 50-day moving average. Now, you guys should be familiar with this website, and I do use it quite often. We check the 50-day and 200-day moving average on this website. Now, look at here. So we are expected to we're going to go below after hours, most likely. I think we're going to continue this negative trend, but short-term negative trend. But this long-term trend of this MACD raise, I think we got some increase coming our way. What I'm looking for now is a slow, kind of methodical day. So we pop above it, and we stay, and we pop, slowly go up. But at this level, we're going to be close. These indicators are going to be close to the zero level, and at that point, I think we're going to roll over. So this is what I'm looking at. Now let's go ahead and check out some other indices. Baby, please. Now look at here. This is looking pretty good for a increase. Now we are going to have to go above that 50-day moving average as well as this 2700 resistance level. So this is going to be key. We're going to be inching above these levels, and this is slowly going to be chipping away at the positive MACD. The more it goes without the price moving, you're going to increase the indicators too much. So when that happens, it's kind of like it's going to be dramatic. It's going to be a dramatic come down because we didn't have the right price action to justify these indicators. So these indicators are going to come back and turn down and act with vengeance. Now let's just check the DJX really quickly. And again, that is kind of not a negative candle, but at least it's green. Again, it's the same thing everywhere. We are at this critical support level, and this is kind of we got an ascending wedge pattern forming. So, we get this little tiny, pop above here. How much further can we go is the question. I don't think too much is the answer. And what happens after that, friends? A big move down. I think that we won't even get to our recent highs, and we're going to keep making lower lows. And this is going to start to indicate to everyone that we are in a bear market. But we are assuming we are in a bear market because the price action completely changed. Now look at the like you call it the percentage of big candles, which are white candles. They're not white, they're see-through. Call them white candles. The white candles are green candles. So these big look at the size of these candles. They're huge. Look at the size of the majority of candles. Dojis, Jojis, small, small, small. Get a couple big ones. Okay, small, 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 small. Okay, we get in medium-sized ones. But look at here. Almost every single candle, I would say 80% of the candles are large. That's freaking crazy. So this is definitely not the type of behavior that you would see. Now, what you saw from December 2017 into 2018, well, you know what? I think most of 2017 looks wild. Now, let's try and see if we can we get a weekly? Okay. This run up, it's just look at the level of spikage we've had. We've had this insane level of spikage. Let's just pull up the comp. Oh no. Look here. Well, this has been more consistent, steady growth here. But the point is we've escalated up like this, and that movement is not good. Now, if this is a bear market, we're going to come down from this and absolutely wreak havoc. Oh, Jesus Christ, guys. There you have it. I'm not really sure what else to say. It looks like we are coming down in price, or coming down in indicators, not necessarily price, but we're going to have to see what goes on here. Look, on the smaller indication, we've had this CCI spike up, and that kind of indicates that this move is just not what it needs to be in order to methodically get its way out of the situation. Possibly, I don't know. It spiked up pretty hard, came back down, and is now kind of flat sideways, whatever you want to call it. I think from now on is going to be more downtrend than anything. Look here, we're in this downtrend. I say this downtrend continues on a minute chart, continues to put pressure. Now, that's okay. These markets aren't going to be able to move quickly. It's going to be a slow, methodical move up, and it's going to get to those critical levels of resistance, guys, and then it's going to back off. It's going to back off. That's the difference. That's the difference between what we know, what traders know, and what people who think they know what they're doing are getting themselves into. You know, we could spike up a little bit higher, and I think these next couple of days are going to indicate that level of not spikiness, but they are going to generate a solid move up. But okay, so if this 30 minute says down, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. So the 30 minute is telling us that we're getting this slow weakening from the highs, which is going to continue into a negative close here. So it's going to deal with the negative disturbance in the close, and we're going to come out positive in the morning and continue this hour chart, this daily chart increase in this MACD histogram rather. So you see here, this MACD histo just got started playing, dog. We're backing down. We need a pullback, right? We need this pullback. Gonna have that negative, but then at the same time, we're gonna come back up again, I think, and continue. Because look, we've only hit 2. Although here we just did nothing and we didn't lose. So this is also a possibility on this hour chart. You know, guys, I do expect this to continue, but it's not going to be bad, and it's not going to go either direction, like with velocity. We're going to stay in these ranges and slowly trend up. That's what the MACD is telling me. I mean, there's no way we could be curling down already just after 2. You know, we would need at least the rest of the day, you know, to run. And it's quite astonishing that we've only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only had 6 hours of market, shenanigans going on, and we haven't. We have just. We've got nowhere. Oh, geez. Well, I'm gonna have to end it here. I'll come back with a recap video, guys. You know, yeah, this CCI and stuff's gonna pull back down, but we're gonna stay where we are. I don't know if that's gonna kill the MACD. If that kills the MACD histo, this could be a reversal and a back down off these levels. So I'm gonna give you an ultimatum. I'm gonna give you an ultimatum. Stocks continue up or go down. That's the ultimatum. What we'll see when we go down, they're gonna go down at some point. So whether they go down today or in 2 or 3 days, it doesn't matter. Well, this hour chart is telling us that we have experienced the start of a positive MACD trend. But our short-term indicators tell us that we need to pull back. And you could clearly see the fact that we need to pull back on this hour chart CCI. And you can also see that on a 30-minute where we're at the top here and we're pulling back down. In the same token, if stocks want to keep moving higher, they need to pull back in order to go higher. I don't know how much momentum the stocks will have. but I know it's going to be weak. The weak momentum up is absolutely going to get is going to slaughter is going to absolutely slaughter what the Bulls have hoped for. So I want to leave it on that note. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. I'm sorry these videos aren't as good as they could be. I have to work on some things. I have to get things settled out. I have to figure out what's going on with myself. I got some big changes in my life ahead of me, and probably I have to just grind it out, and it's hard to do this and grind it out at the same time. So thank you very much, guys. Um, I hope to see you soon. I will contact you after the close. So until then, be good and enjoy this pullback.